Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Absolute DMV Podcast. It's your man, Ace Boogie. I'm here with a few good guys. And when I say a few, I mean a few. Yeah. We missing two. Swag and A-Train couldn't make it today. I hope they feeling okay. I hope everything's all right.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll be back next time and we'll see how everything go. But like I said,
but we're here.
We are here. I'm here with my man Mark.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And of course, Ego on the boards.
I'm on the boards.
What's going on, gentlemen? How are y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
We're doing good. I think I'm doing good. This is a beautiful day. I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's going on with you, Mark? You over there look like you perked out. What's going on,
man,
buddy?
Dude, so I had some minor surgery done earlier this week. Nothing major, but man, I tell you, these doctors nowadays, they must be out here thinking that everybody is like an Olympian with a perfect immune system. I don't know. He said the recovery time was 2 days. I had planned to be back on work on Thursday. I'm talking about Wednesday night. Like I'm still laid up. Like
done.
Like so, I took off work on Thursday. Thursday night, I'm laid out. I took off work on Friday. Now I got the long weekend. I'm looking at it as like, I hope I'll be good by Tuesday.
Jesus.
I hope I'll be good. Maybe do some light work, some desk work shit. But I was like, yo, this doctor, I'm going to smack him in the back of the head next time I see him. Be like, yo, give me a realistic recovery time. I have plans.
hit him with the Mark Morrison. You lied to me.
Yeah. the Maury test. That was determined to be a lie.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Damn. See, my man said 2 days and he's been down for 6.
Yeah, he's in a lounge chairs now. Like,
I mean, other than being down, at least you got an extra long weekend.
That's true that.
The Memorial Day weekend.
Yep. Blessing in disguise. Got a chance to recover on the 3-day.
Yes. And
still made it to the podcast though.
He's a trooper. No sound effects, sorry.
No. I mean,
I wish I. you know me and my sound effects.
I know. Yeah, I'm surprised you wasn't ready, but
yeah.
But speaking of blessings, still, the beautiful and wonderful mother of my children graduated with her associate's degree yesterday.
Nice. Congrats.
Nice.
Yes. It was a beautiful thing. We were out UMBC campus celebrating this celebration, the graduation.
Okay. Were y'all getting drunk?
Nah, I didn't get that drunk. I did get drunk, but I didn't get that drunk. Her parents are religious, so you know what I'm saying. Like they not down with that, so I had to wait till we separated before I got my sip on. And even with that being said, I found a new tequila.
Oh,
I found a new tequila. I mean,
nice.
I don't know if I should say what it is because
Patron.
I think it is way smoother.
I think Patron is overrated.
I've learned that.
Mad overrated.
I have a good friend, my brother actually. He works at one of the county liquor stores, and for that reason, he just has us trying out every damn bottle. He'll buy a bottle and bring it through and say, "Hey, we're trying this."
Nice.
And so we've tried out we've tried out 25 plus whiskeys and bourbons.
Nice.
And we've tried out another 15 plus tequilas.
Oh, shit.
That's part of the reason why I said that that one time when I was like The Rock, I want to fight him for his tequila because that was one of the days he brought that over. And
is that garbage shit?
Oh, Terramana is so garbage.
Garbage.
So garbage. But like I said, I found a new tequila. I'll just shout it out because it's not an ad or anything like that, but it's
maybe
it's Casa Noble.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Casa Noble.
Okay.
So yeah,
good.
Sorry, we don't got that tonight.
Very, very nice. I'll bring a bottle through one of these days.
Can we test it out?
Absolutely, I'll definitely bring a bottle through. It's a decently priced bottle, everything like that. But yeah. Once again, this is not an ad.
Nice.
But yeah. So what else we got going on, gentlemen? What else we got going on? Because I've been a little out of it.
You've been low key, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've been doing a family thing.
Yeah, I've been super family man, daddy duty.
Well, one of the good things about, Blessing in Disguise being sort of out of work for a few days, taking off and just being home is I was able to finally solidify some stuff. I'm going to be going to Armenia over the summer for the first time. So, for those who don't know, a lot of my music, I'm Armenian, so one of my bigger songs is
Back
called
to
1915.
his motherland.
Exactly, yeah.
Man.
So I've never actually been. My grandfather survived the Armenian genocide and came here, and my side of the family was the only survivors, so we didn't really have anyone back home. So it's like one of those things, like you're in the diaspora community and you want to go home, but there's not really like a support structure outside of and this and that. So it's like now that I've really put out that song and I've really become engaged with the Armenian population in the diaspora here in DC and across the the nation, and also a lot of my fans are people in Armenia.
Okay.
I've been meaning to go out there for a long time, and it's just like one of those things where, it just aligned this year. I wanted to do it in 2020. That didn't work out.
I'm about to join it.
Yeah, I had major plans. I had a whole thing. I was going to do that. That didn't work. I kind of put it off indefinitely. And then around 2023, I started thinking, okay, COVID's kind of done. People are traveling again. I'm going to start planning that out. And then there was the whole thing with, Artsakh and Azerbaijan. There was a lot of, became unsafe in certain areas. And,
so how's it now, dude?
I mean, it's safe in Armenia. But again,
the surroundings and stuff like that.
The surroundings are tough. So, you've got Azerbaijan, which essentially has been sending fire over to Artsakh, and they've basically taken that whole land now, essentially. So, it's really unfortunate, and a lot of Armenians who are living there have been displaced and gone into Armenia itself. That's actually kind of another part of the reason I'm going there, not just for the music, but there's a therapy center there that I've been coordinating with one of the directors for, and they work with, helping kids with autism and other additional needs similar to what I do for my 9-to-5. And they're giving free services to people who've been displaced, from that community and trying to restart. So, trying to go over there, help them, a little bit of some of the stuff, the type of therapy that I do here, and, just touch base and sort of, bring some of the knowledge and information that I have and my resources and build with them on their resources and just sort of, build and connect. So, yeah, it's one of the first of many trips to Armenia, I'm hoping, both on the
Lincoln
educational and the music front.
The Lincoln build, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to hip hop. I'm trying to go there for hip hop.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to go there for hip hop. You just
Hey, keep your mouth shut. Yeah, keep your
This
mouth
guy is so. This guy right here, he's so thirsty.
Hey,
He is so thirsty to travel.
shut your mouth,
He
man.
is trying to go somewhere.
I'm trying to see some culture.
That's what he said.
Well,
This dude
Armenia-
talking about culture and wanted to go to South Carolina.
Mind your business.
That's crazy.
Armenia is similar to a lot of places, in Europe or the sort of, the Southern Europe area are very big into boom bap, old school sort of 90s vibe.
No, that's
hip-hop.
what I heard.
Much more than America is, for
No,
sure.
it's like Japan. It's like
Yeah.
everything. Like, so they really support a lot of the culture. Like they really, because that's what they brought up. Like they think that America is a culture.
Yeah.
And so they follow the culture, not so much and again, it's a little, they probably know about the Drake and other beef, whatever, but in the same situation, they all about the culture, hip hop, like full hip hop.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they can actually, I guess, put themselves out besides the typical music, what I'm saying, like pop music. They're trying to get it like, again, there's a lot of grittiness to other cultures or whatever. So I guess, or in other countries, right? So like a lot of I heard of like a lot of Middle Eastern, like there's rappers that literally are like from the slums, right? So they have to be, they can't rap pop in the slums, right? And that's what it is.
It's crazy to me how that works in general. How, like, say, like you said, the Japanese kids love hip hop in Japan. They, how do I say, they almost understand the hip hop culture more than
we do.
We do.
Oh yeah, the current generation, like the what do you call it, the Gen Z generation in America. I mean, they don't identify with hip hop's roots the same way that a current generation, Gen Z, in Germany or in Japan or someone might, because to them they're still on the OG hip hop, 90s hip hop, and at the end of the day, like. Hip hop always grows and evolves, just like any genre, just like anything. but the core root of it, what it was, is always like immortal, you know?
And I think that a lot of cultures outside of here, like you said, those countries that really love boom bap and love like hardcore hip hop, you know what I'm saying? The what is it called? The 3 elements, the breaking, the graffiti, you know what I'm saying? 5 elements, excuse me.
Yeah, let me correct there. Yeah.
My bad. Because as I was going to continue to say it, I was going to get to the number, but I was like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but even something like that I would make the mistake of saying 3 instead of 5.
Yeah.
They would probably never make that mistake.
No,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So it changed. Like hip hop is a lifestyle. So it's not so much like a thing of like people think it's like it's hip or it's now. A lot of people who that's how they lived. Like that's how they grew up. Like, and I feel like
KRS said it. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're right. You said it. Like so. Then again, it's kind of because we developed it. We pretty much take advantage of it, right? So like we pretty much say, all right, you know, we can call anything hip hop or call anything. They like, no, this is what we lived by. Like, this is because like even Japan, they got a cholo, like a community that dress like old school cholo.
Really?
Yeah.
Dead like ill.
I did not know that.
No, like they do like the outfits, the hairstyle, everything, and it's literally a Japanese culture.
I wonder how the Cholos feel about it.
They rip. It's kind of like they accept it because it's kind of.
Am I allowed to say Cholo?
I'm not saying it because I'm not sure.
You didn't say.
That's a good question.
You didn't say Beaner. You didn't say Beaner.
Okay. Well, okay.
I know, definitely not.
I definitely did not say that.
So that's what I'm saying. Cholo. It's like Cholo is technically saying like kind of like. I guess like back in the days of Vatos Locos, kind of think like a certain way to saying it. I think like Cholo is kind of just like, I guess a nice way of saying Spanish. I guess.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, we might be careful. We might have to be careful. We're gonna mess around and get shanked up somewhere.
Exactly. We need to get a Spanish or somebody interpreter there. But like I said,
I'm crazy. I'm so wild. Like I said, my baby mom's is Hispanic. I should know all of it.
You should have this already. You should have like this shit in the back pocket. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like I love it because I think like you said, other countries value our culture.
Yeah.
More than we do, and it's the crazy.
But see, now when you say that, then I have to flip it because I'm like, look at all the black kids that love anime, things of that nature, but they're really into the history, and they're really into.
That's recent though.
Is it?
Yeah. That is a new thing.
I feel like that's since like what Dragon Ball took.
Bro,
on.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that is recent
that's
though.
Recent though.
Because like hip hop has been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah. No. And that's fine. But hip hop. Then in that case, hip hop is recent. Because I know people born in the 70s and they're not old. Like, what are you saying to me? Like,
hip hop did start then. That's what I'm saying.
but I guess
I think Dragon Ball was out in 1980 something. It just then got over here in the early 90s.
It's always been here, but people didn't value it until just recently. Like,
are you sure?
No, dead serious. Like,
because the reason why I say that is because you go to things like
the Comic-Cons, right?
No, not even just that. I'm talking about you go to things like Wu-Tang Clan and how much they loved. You can't tell me that black people have not always loved kung fu and karate culture.
No.
They have always loved that. That's been from the 70s on.
No, you said anime is a different beast than actually martial arts and kung fu and like black people.
They incorporate the same stuff into the into the cartoons. That's how they learn how to fight, other than when they be blasting each other.
Wu-Tang didn't wear the outfits of fucking ninjas and shit though. They just love the style of it. Like animation, people dressed up. They felt they were Goku.
RZA was a wild nigga.
Well, RZA and Jizza, all of them. But the thing about it, like they still were like hood niggas that appreciate that culture.
Yeah,
animation. They changed their lives. People literally lived like their animation. That's what I'm saying. That's
okay. I mean, okay. If you're saying something like that,
that's what I'm
saying. I'm just saying on the aspect of there's a lot of people who really understand anime and really understand like black people in. That's funny because the black people in Asian culture has really been like intertwined
clashing
for a long time.
They've been clashing though.
No, but it's also been intertwined because you always see black people with Chinese lettering on them.
Of course, we have
like you know what I'm saying.
We have tats.
Yeah, tattoos.
I got it right now. I'm fucking
exactly with Chinese lettering.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, What is?
We
I
appreciate
need to go back and find out what is the love.
So-
like, what is the connection?
The love is we're all immigrants regardless, but then I think what ends up happening is a standard of what's lesser than, right? So
Okay.
like so
I
we
wasn't even trying to get
appreciate
that deep. But
I'm getting that deep.
yeah,
I'm getting that deep.
He's trying to explain why there was an Asian person at the party and Get Out now.
right.
Yeah, see? So
The multi layers of being a minority and what constitutes
killing Peel.
a minority or not.
Hey, bro, who you? hey, Timmy Chang, who you running with?
Yeah, what hood you at? You know what I'm saying? No, it's just like because the thing about it, I think black people appreciate a lot of other cultures, but then again, we're always going to be beneath.
That's true because I
And
love
that's what
Italian
happened.
food. and
Exactly.
all types of other food.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of like what we were talking about. I think one of the previous times with A Train is kind of like white people, wasps specifically. Let me see if I get another S sound in that sentence.
Yeah.
Wasps specifically. Man, that is a tongue twister right there. Anyway, wasps set this setup where it's only like super white people.
Hold on, bro. What is a wasp?
Okay,
just,
so
just for the people
wasp-
that don't know.
Okay, so basically, a wasp is like a white Anglo-Saxon person.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're like from England or like Germany or one of like the white,
A Caucasian.
yeah,
basically.
straight Caucasian European country.
from the mountains
Yeah.
of Caucasus.
I knew exactly. What
But you know, the crazy thing is that Armenians are
Bring up the
actually from the
Catalans.
Caucasus Mountains, but Armenians have a darker tone, like a lot of people in the Mediterranean, like Greeks or a lot of Jews and things like that, who the wasps, who are from the northern area.
Italy.
Italy, yeah, like Sicilian, like a lot of
Darker
them are
people,
darker
yeah.
tan. It's just part of the Mediterranean, skin tone. But they were viewed
All that olive oil.
that extra.
I'm sorry, man. Get your shit off. We just over here.
No,
being
I'm just
No,
saying,
I
yeah,
love
like
it.
the
It's
wasps,
fun as
the
shit.
wasps set this because they were basically the first, colonizers in America, and then once they were there, then they was like, oh, well, the Irish aren't really like white, like no, like the Greeks and the Italians and the Jews and the Armenians and the Greeks, no, they're not like white. So like there was some like even minor like redlining among like white people. It was like who's the top tier. So then you get into like other communities coming in, and it's just like, yeah, it's like the systematic racism power structure seems to have levels on it.
Are you
like
telling me that there's a Peter Griffin card just for white people?
I'm telling you that the people who set the system up basically operated under that system of like the Peter Griffin like race card,
Yeah, like-
and what skin tone
I'm telling
qualifies what and what qualifies another thing.
I'm saying Family Guy is deep.
It's deep.
Family Guy, the comedian or whoever writes or the
Yeah,
writers,
those guys, yeah.
those guys are deep.
Yo,
They
for real.
No, I mean when
called
you get
dark
to
humor.
say
I guess
anything
dark
you
humor.
want to say behind humor and also behind a cartoon, it's like you can't really cancel Peter Griffin for being racist if he says anything crazy.
But he's being real. Like he's saying.
But
things
no,
that's
it's a real thing. That's what I'm
South
saying.
Park too. South Park.
Oh, South Park is yes.
Honestly,
Oh my
South
God.
Park
Aren't they the
is
same people or
No,
it's
they're
straight. Yeah,
they're
different
from
people.
from Canada.
Yeah,
They're
they
Canadian.
those dudes right there. So like I have an uncle of mine who's like super duper conservative, and like we do not see eye to eye. We cannot talk about certain things. We just don't address it
Okay.
because we're just on that. I know it's going to lead to a disagreement or an argument. It's not going to be pleasant. South Park is one of the few things we can really talk about because South Park, in my opinion, is one of the truly unbiased shows out there because they go after anybody.
Connects. Yeah, it
They go
connects
after
to
anybody.
It's real life. It's like kind of like you can't hide what's happening in the real life, and you're doing it in a comedic kind of way. And animation, it's not like they can find like the kid. They're using, to be honest, they're using kids.
Yeah, you
to
can't.
pretty
That's
much-
what I'm saying. You can't cancel kids. You can't cancel
Because kids are the
like, none
same
of that
way. There's no
stuff. So
filters
it's
with
like-
kids either.
But even
Yeah,
more than like
it's all learning at this point.
Yeah.
and then for them, if they're as they do it, they use it as a teaching mode. So it ends up working out. It's like
Yeah.
it's like white people teaching white people finally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What we finally have been asking for to be done instead of white people asking us, why can't we say the N-word?
Yo,
Look, motherfucker, you just can't say it. It's
But
okay.
even more than like Simpsons or Family Guy or anything,
Yo,
like
it's
South
even
Park really goes after like they'll go after
hard. They
Al
go.
Gore with the man bear pig thing,
Yo.
but then they'll go after Trump and they'll go after like they're like totally unbiased in the sense that like they go after anyone.
Yeah, 'cause anytime
everybody can get it.
Anytime you get too far extreme,
Yeah,
like
they get you.
they're like, all right, bro, now you like you sound crazy.
I don't even remember what Kanye said to make him do the whole fish stick episode.
Yo,
But like they went on in on him so hard,
No, Kanye, because
so-
Kanye,
and that was pre
wilding at that
Kanye being
time.
wild. Like that was Kanye's. I mean, he's always been a little off the cuff, but like
No,
Now,
this
wasn't
was
that slavery of choice, Kanye? Wasn't that?
no,
that
this
year?
is way before. This was we're talking about pre Dark Twisted Fantasy Kanye. So we're talking like 2010, 2011.
Oh, that was just probably when Kanye was still on his Ye thing, where he was like, "I'm
his
God."
career,
still.
yeah.
I think it was pre God though.
It was even
pre
pre-God?
Jesus, pre him changing his name. Like we're talking like
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah. Been on South Park since like Ye started, like pretty much. Like he became like right after actually
Because I know they
after
put
the
him
Bush.
on. He had the
bar.
blind
Yeah.
shade.
Blind Chase, and they were making
Yeah.
fun of him. I think they were making fun of him because I guess maybe he was trying to say like,
I think after the Bush thing, like
oh
Bush,
yeah,
like,
it might have been that.
right after Bush, like, he doesn't like black people thing. That's when he was put on.
Maybe okay.
Okay.
Because it was funny because the thing about it, I think like South Park does. It's funny that they make fun of Trump. They had Trump. It was an episode when they. So I guess they went to this town and then everybody had like what's it called, the MAGA hats. Mm-hmm. And they walked in and they looked at them and then like they act like they're birds. Trump, Trump. Walked out. Trump, Trump.
Birds.
No. The way the episode, because they were talking
like
about
that.
MAGA, and it was like they walked out.
So it's kind of like the Alfred Hitchcock like Birds movie.
They did exactly that when they like
A bunch of mindless like
birds,
followers just
all the
chanting,
followers.
chanting his name. I mean, that is kind of what it is.
Yo, it
Mindless
was-
followers
it was
chanting his
the
name.
funniest-
Facts.
You know, you can't have a.
It was the funniest episode ever because they literally had like when they walked out to their cars, there was all these Trumpers like
Staring at 'em?
staring at them like birds, saying Trump, the same thing.
That's funny.
I should bring it up.
Well, y'all, as you can see, we have nothing to talk about right now.
We're just speaking.
We just talking shit right now,
I
y'all.
love it. Yo,
We've been out for a little bit. Had some technical difficulties going on. We just glad to get back together and talk a little bit of shit.
We're here now.
But we will do better next time.
We'll do better next time, all right?
See y'all next one.
DMV.
Peace and love.